ESPN Radio. Two of baseball's biggest rivals go head-to-head in San Francisco when the Giants host the Dodgers. Coverage begins at 6:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Presented by Progressive Insurance. And ESPN Radio Extra Point with Bart Scott.
You have to stay within character who you are. Because if it's not who you are, then you don't know the nuance of how to do it before it's not a double tech, it's a single tech, right? So, you don't understand. So starting Grant Williams, is that your best starting lineup? So now you're trying to hope that you can agitate Draymond Green, who's the habitual line stepper, who's an agitator himself, and now you're not getting the productivity from the scoring and the offense and the defense that you need.
Right.
Because now Grant Williams, as Draymond's isolated, now Grant Williams is on Steph Curry.
Right.
He gets in early foul trouble. So now they're shooting in a double bonus, or they're shooting from the line early with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. So you got to know, the only person that got the savvy to be able to do that is Marcus Smart, because he's the same person. So he understands the Jedi mind tricks. You can't outfox a fox. I'm the fox. You a jackal.
So
it may be both vicious, but it ain't built the same.
Let's just start with the fact that he's actually here for this. Obviously, last year, he skipped this mini camp and everything else in his offseason of discontent.
I truly believe that he loves the game, and I do think it's going to be really hard for Aaron Rodgers to walk away from football with just one Super Bowl.
He'll retire at some point, but I'm not going to talk about him retiring and wonder if he's going to retire as we get into the season every single damn
Something
week.
tells me you will.
No, I won't.
Just another real quick thought on Snoop, ESPN Radio, Keyshawn, J. Will, Max. So there are some dudes. I think of three dudes from earlier generations of hip hop, right? I think of Snoop, I think of Cube, I think of LL. Those three were going to be stars. It doesn't matter. It was going to come out one way or another. If rap never existed, Snoop, Cube, LL were going to be stars. Tupac. There's some people who are that's who they are, stars. Snoop is such a superstar. It translates across eras, genres. It does not matter.
Yo, and it's crazy because he still looks the same, man. I be seeing him in the Corona commercial. I'm like, damn, dude, you look exactly the same.
Does anyone have a
Have you ever just have you hung out with him, Jay? Ever?
I kicked it.
Oh,
I mean, I don't remember, but I kicked it.
Man, he got to be one of the funniest dudes. He's just a funny dude. I mean, he's just one of the funniest cats going.
Is anyone more well-liked than Snoop across popular culture?
Excuse me?
Is anyone more liked than Snoop across popular culture? Go find a group that's I don't mess with Snoop. Everyone loves Snoop.
No, everybody rock with Snoop.
Yeah, everybody.
Snoop is authentic, though. He never changed and became Hollywood or something that he wasn't. He's from Long Beach. He was a former, a gang member. He's been through some trials and tribulations throughout his life early on. I mean, he beat a murder case early on. He got his life back on order. He went through the whole death row situation to the point where he's joined hips with Martha Stewart. I mean, Martha Stewart's supposed to be the homemaker of all homemakers, right? So, am I saying it? Yeah, that's right. Correct, right? Homemaker.
Yeah, you got it. You said it right.
So, they're besties, those two. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, presented by Progressive Insurance. I would not say
smoke with him.
Besties with benefits. Go ahead.
Let me find out she's the professional roller.
What?
Let me find out Martha Stewart is the $60,000 a year helper.
Professional helper. Hey, yo!
Aaron Rodgers does not fit into that category. I don't feel like he's as universally loved as Snoop, for example.
Yeah.
However,
there's a picture of Key online with Tupac and the crew, though. It's tough. It's a tough pick.
Yeah, Key looking like the hardest dude
Key,
in the
I see
picture.
you back in the day, though, Key. Death Row.
Man, I just work here at ESPN.
As I recall, everyone else was smiling and it was Key scowling.
Key had the young thin mustache on the face back
I
then.
do still got the thin little joint.
Yeah.
I got a puff of your face, though.
Go ahead, Max. Take it away.
Here, listen to Aaron Rodgers on his future.
So do you think you'll finish your career here?
Yes, definitely.
See yourself at some point saying, I'm going one more year and then I'm done?
I would never say that publicly. Yeah, I've never been one to want some sort of going away season or anything like that. And plus, I don't think it's fair to the mental state at the end of the season and thinking how you feel. If you say I'm for sure playing 2 more or 3 more years, and then you have a magical season in with a championship and think that might be the best way to write off. I don't want to commit to something. You say I'm only playing 1 more year, and you have a bitter taste in your mouth, and still got the drive and the passion to play 1 or 2 more years. I just don't want to get pigeonholed into it. So I'm focused on this season. I'm never going to drag it out in the off season. The conversations I've had with Brian have been very honest and direct, and that's not going to change. And we'll sit down after the season and hopefully after a championship and figure out what the next step is.
I mean, to me, the big revelation there, Key is right in the beginning. He says, are you going to retire a Packer? Oh, yeah, he's going to retire a Packer? I thought he was going to keep us on a hook. Every offseason. What do you make of that, where all of a sudden he gives that away? I'm going to retire a Packer. Isn't that how he keeps his name in the headlines?
Well, he was always going to retire. He was going to always retire a Packer. Remember, last year it was all about the contract, whether or not he had some control, and they communicated with him. That was the only reason why he held out. Other than that, everything is going to be fine. When you look at Aaron Rodgers right now, I like Aaron Rodgers. 6 months ago, he annoyed the hell out of me. Right now, I like him. 6 months from now, other people are going to like him. 6 months after that, some more people are going to like him. If you think about it, because Aaron Rodgers sees the benefits down the line of becoming a likable guy. You know how many people disliked Tom Brady several years ago? People like Tom Brady now. Tom Brady just got $375 million on a 10-year deal from a television network. Aaron Rodgers wants to be in television. He ponied up and tried to get the Jeopardy job. And now, all of a sudden, he's in a position where he can be likable. And people will start to look at him differently. He knows that.
Ooh,
Don't get bamboozled, Max.
No, Jay, that opens my eyes. Why is Rodgers giving away the thing that keeps him in the headlines by keeping us guessing? Because Tom Brady just got $375 million because everyone loves Tom Brady. And Aaron Rodgers may see, oh, wait a minute, that would be nice for me too.
So, question, Key, what's the best thing for Aaron Rodgers' brand? Because he said it there, retire as a Packer, but then his contract says differently, right? It goes year by year by year. So, will we be seeing more drama year by year by year? Does it behoove him for brand TV, Aaron Rodgers, to leave Green Bay, or does it make sense for him, regardless of if it gets bad in Green Bay, stick through it because we reward people that stay with the franchise that they've been around their entire career?
Well, no, not necessarily that. If you look back at the history of certain star athletes that have reputations in the beginning to the middle to their careers change those reputations toward the end because they see some things, the light at the end of the tunnel, and opportunity. Again, Tom Brady was a villain in New England. Tom Brady is no longer a villain. He changed his whole perception in about a 2-year period of time to